Venezuela finds itself in legal trouble again as a major U.S. corporation is taking them to court over the expropriation of a business that had been abandoned. The government insists that it has the right to capture such assets in order to put them into use again. U.S. multinational corporation Kimberly-Clark is seeking World Bank arbitration over the seizure of its assets by the government of Nicolas Maduro in 2016 after it had refused to continue producing goods in the country. The Huggies diaper and Kleenex tissue producer has registered the request at the International Center for Settlement of Investment Disputes at the World Bank. The ICSID website shows a pending case filed on April 17, but offers no further details or the amounts of money involved. The Aragua-based factory was expropriated by the Venezuelan government following its closure by the multinational firm, who abruptly left the country, abandoning their infrastructure and reportedly informing its entire workforce by text message the day before that they were no longer employed. Finding themselves without employment, the nearly 1,000 workers filed a successful request for the government to intervene and reactivate the factory, naming it a Carique Maraque plant. The workers argued that in closing the plant, Kimberly-Clark had violated Venezuelan law, which prohibits such an abrupt termination of employment, especially in the case of mass firings. The 2012 labor law also allows workers or the government to expropriate workplaces in the case of abandonment or deactivation by the mother company. It seems very reasonable that such a business would be seized after the company had refused to continue producing in the country. This is a part of the larger campaign by American multinationals to produce shortages inside the country. Now, they had already left. They had abandoned the factory and wanted nothing more to do with it. So it would seem only fitting that such capital just lying around should be used to begin producing for the needs of the Venezuelan people once again. It is right to seize the factories in this case. Only now, once it's been done, all of a sudden, the parent group, Kimberly-Clark, now wants to take the factory back after already declaring that they essentially didn't want to use it. Basically, this is part of a larger strategy to create these shortages inside the country. They can create the shortage, but when someone tries to alleviate it by using the means necessary to produce again, they suddenly want them back in order to stop them from producing. So I think in this case, given the way things have proceeded, it's very obvious that that's what Kimberly-Clark was trying to do here, create shortages. It also raises a very thorny legal issue, considering that both Venezuela and Ecuador have withdrawn from the World Bank. So it's interesting to question the jurisdiction of the World Bank in this international settlement dispute, when the World Bank is no longer connected to Venezuela. That is to say that they have no jurisdiction over the claim. So it'd be very interesting to see how this proceeds in the World Bank court, given the fact that they have no jurisdiction. It seems wholly right and appropriate that the revolutionary government of the Bolivarian Revolution and Nicolas Maduro would take such an act to seize the means of production and place it in the hands of the workers, which is exactly what has happened here. If these multinational corporations who claim that their whole goal, what makes them great, is the fact that they produce things that people need, and then they don't do it, then it is only right that the Venezuelan people take it and produce for themselves. Thank you for watching. If you like this program, then please head over to my Patreon page and set up a monthly donation. It's your donations that keep this program running. Also, if you would like, please rate, comment, subscribe, and share in various social media.